Alright, now it's time to sew the pattern. So to sew the pattern, guys, first let's hide this arrangement point. Simply go to this avatar display here and then click on this show arrangement point to pretty much to turn off. Alright, so to sew this pattern, as you can see right here, if it makes sense to you to sew in 3D, do so. If it makes sense to you to sew in 2D, do so. For me, I do both. Depend on which one is make more sense, depend on the pattern pieces. For example, right here, it makes sense to sew it in a 2D window because from here to here, from here to here, and from here to here, that is make more sense. And since these patterns are linked together, we only have to do it one side. It will affect both. So let's use this sewing tool here. We're going to use segment sewing tool. So by the way, guys, if the tools here that have the triangle next to the tool, that means has more tool underneath that tool right there. If you click on the left, like the left mouse, click and hold a little bit, you'll see more tool beneath it. So for this sewing or for this basic clothes sewing, we will definitely use 3 sewing tool here. We will use edit sewing tool where we can use to remove or reverse if the sewing got tangled. And here we have segment sewing tool. We'll use that sewing a lot, as well as free sewing tool. The rest of the tool, we can use them, but not really. If we use these 2 tools, we pretty much use for any sewing that we can do in here. However, though, with advanced sewing, we also use some more tools such as pleat, let's say pleat sewing, pleats fold, or pleats. Let's say if I want to make a pleat skirt, we will use this pleats tool here. But right now, we are going to use simple sewing tool for this course, okay? All right, so now I'm going to simply select that segment sewing tool. We are going to begin sewing this side seam. So as you can see right here, we have the sewing notch. It depends on where you place the mouse. If you place the mouse to the top, you will see the sewing notch up there. If you place it down here, you will see the sewing notch. And that sewing notch have to be parallel to the next sewing. So if I click one right here and click over here, see the sewing notch have to be parallel with each other. If we sew it like this, now a sewing is twisted and we want to untwist it, simply hover the mouse back over here. Now click one to sew that together. So segment sewing tool, it's sew segment by segment. All right, so now this is important. We're going to use free sewing tool. So free sewing tool is complicated at first, but if you use it for a while, you will realize that it is as easy as segment sewing tool. So something for us to remember here, with free sewing tool, we always sew with the one piece, like big piece first, and then go to multiple pieces second. Let me show you. So here, free sewing tool. And we want to sew this sleeve here to the bodice. Simply click one to begin and hover the mouse over here and always start sewing from left to right. And then I'm going to press on shift and then click. And then continue again here, left to right. And then click. And then while the shift key is still pressing down and then click. Now I'm finished with my sewing. So if we look at over here, let me rotate the avatar a little bit. Simply command or control, right click. See how my sewings are perfectly sewn with one another. One more thing we need to sew here, the shoulder from front to back. Simply use the segment sewing tool here and click one right there. Be sure the sew notches are parallel with each other. And right here, this is perfect. We will see, let's say for some area here, if the sewing twisted is easy for us to see. So some part is not so easy. However, right now, we do not need to sew the sleeve down here yet because we will do that after we simulate. This allows us to have the sewing much smoother and not going to be tangled. And here, I'm going to sew the front part. We will use that segment sewing tool. The same here. And we're not going to sew the sleeve cuts as well. So simply check a pattern if they're freeze or they're not. So all the pattern that we sew to one another, they're not freeze. So here, we're going to simulate. All right, to simulate, guys, we use the simulation tool here. So the simulation tool here, by default, I have this normal default simulation. You also have fitting, accurate fabric, animation stable. So animation, particularly used for animation. And fitting accurate, that's when you do like high rendering. For the most part, we want to use normal default because that's the fastest for most computer can handle and it saves us time. So here I'm going to, before I'm going to simulate though, I always almost always have a habit of strengthen the pattern. So my key selects all the pattern pieces, right clicks, and we want to select strengthen. And now I'm going to either come over here, click on the simulation button right there and stop, or I can press on the space bar to simulate and click on again to stop the simulation. There you go. So here, when it's come to long sleeve, guys, why we don't sew this bottom part yet? Because sometimes it got tangled with the thumb and stuff. It's much harder to undo it than just leave this bottom part so we can sew it later. Okay, so next let's sew the sleeve. We can simply use that segment sewing tool and then sew here and here. And now I'm going to simulate once again. Simply press on the space bar here to simulate and then press on again to stop. All right, now time for us to save a file again. Either you go there to file and then select save, or simply pressing on command or control plus letter S to save. So now a file is saving. Okay, so next we want to sew the sleeve cuff as well as the neckband. Let me simply move them around a little bit. So use transform pattern tool and my key selects these neckband and then move it more like a center to the next. It's nice to see your pattern kind of even with one another. And now we're going to unfreeze these. So my key selects these two up here, right clicks, and then selects unfreeze. The same with the sleeve cuffs. So click one and then press on shift, click another one, right clicks, and then select unfreeze. All right. Next here, we are going to sew the neckband. Again, I'm going to use the segment sewing tool because it is only one segment. Just like that. Right there, and right here. Okay, so if you look at right here, I made a mistake. Instead of sewing parallel with notches, and I got it twisted. No worry, we can use this edit sewing tool here to click on the edit sewing tool, click on the sewing, and then right click. You can select reverse sewing right here or delete sewing. We will select reverse sewing. So now the sewing is fixed. Okay, another thing that I want to point out here, look at a sleeve here kind of got all twisted, tangled. We can use this transform pattern tool. Click on that cuff over there and then bring it over here like this. And here, bring it over here, something like that. Or another thing that I want to show you, we're going to go over here to display avatar once again and then come over here to show arrangement point. And we are going to simply do this. So I'm going to pan the workspace by pressing on option all, left click. And let's click on this here. And let's just kind of click one right here to place that. That is the next. Or another thing that we can do here, simply come over here and then drag it kind of closer. All right, here this is super useful one. If you select that piece of pattern, right click, and then we want to superimpose side. Now let's see. If I superimpose side, now look at the pattern. It stick to the bodice right there perfectly for us. We don't have to worry about kind of arrange them or place them. So I'm going to kind of rotate the pattern here a little bit, command or control, right click, and we'll do the same here. Simply click on that pattern, right click, and then we want to select superimpose side, just like that. And next we'll do the same with the sleeve cuff. However though, the sleeve cuff might have a little bit issue, but let's give it a try. Right click and let's see if we can do superimpose side. So it's not bad, but we probably have a little bit issue here. Let's simply click on that and then drag it down. So what happened here? If I look at right here, it seems like my sleeve, it kind of twisted somehow. So what we can do here, we can click on that sleeve cuff and then hover the mouse over that point right there to place that onto the garment itself. So here, let's simply right click and do superimpose side. And if we simulate right now, this thing will tangle onto her finger, which we don't want. One more thing that we can fix though, we can come over here to property editor and then come down here until you see arrangement. With offset, we can simply click and drag the offset here. We want this here to kind of more open like this. As you can see right here, if we click on offset and drag to the right, this instead of curve, we have this more like open, almost flat like that. So now let's try that and then bring it down a little. And that looks pretty good. Similar with here, we can click and then drag it down a little. And now let's simulate this. Click on the simulation icon to simulate. So I can see right here now a sleeve cuffs are perfect laying onto her hand. I'm going to stop the simulation for now. And we are going to sew this. So as you can see right here, we have so many baseline here, which is distracting. We want to turn that baseline off. Simply go to this garment display here. It looks like a t-shirt icon. And we want to turn off this baseline here. And now it looks much better. I'm going to simply sew this edge here. We'll come over here and use this 3D segment sewing tool here. Click on it and then click one to sew to. So let right here. And I can see right here, we only have to sew it one. Now we sew it to both. Let's see if I can sew it. So it actually takes a little bit of time for clothes to render each sewing. It depends on how fast your computer. Mine, I use Mac Mini for this program, so it's a little bit intense, but it's working pretty smooth compared to my MacBook Pro. All right, so next I'm going to simply sew this as well. Instead of sew right here, we can come over here and sew this at 2D window, just like that. So as you can see right here, I was selecting the segment sewing tool in 3D, but I can continuously sew them in a 2D window as well. I do not have to select my segment sewing tool again. So as you can see right there, it's actually quite useful here. Now I'm going to click one on transform pattern tool here. So to get our sewing tool, then I don't see all the sewing right here. All right, so now let's simulate here. All right, we're almost there, but we got a little kind of clunky here. So here, this is another tip that we will use, or a trick, I guess. Instead of move the pattern up like this with Gizmo tool, we can simply simulate the garment, and then you see this hand tool appear. Now we can use this hand to grab the fabric up and down on to the avatar. This allows us to move fabric smoothly, and it doesn't affect the rendering because we can do it while this garment is rendering. All right, so I'm going to stop the simulation here, and let's see, we need to sew this area as well. So pan it and then rotate it a little bit. We can use that segment sewing tool here, and then let's do it here in the 3D window, and let's simulate again. All right, we're almost there, guys. I'm going to press on number 2 here to see the front view, and let's change the tool here to transform pattern tool. My key selects all the pattern, right click, and then select unstrengthen. There you go. So now, guys, the next step that we need to do here, applying the fabrics.